Hey guys, Tim from Invictus Paintball here to do a video on how to completely disassemble and reassemble the GOG Extcy. So I'm going to take this completely apart, aside from the regulator, and I'm going to put it back together. Everything you need to keep it clean, grease up O-rings, clean any paint out. So yeah, start off, going to take the grip off. You need to take off these two screws right there. Go to the other side. I should take the barrel off first, shouldn't I? Make it easier. Keep these screws together. You can just slide off the grip right there. Take the battery out. I'm going to take out the bolt. You can do this by hand if you have it loose enough, but it's kind of tight right now. So, there you go. Slide your finger down the feed neck and just pop that out. Next, going to take the top part off the trigger. Take the Allen key right there. Unscrew this screw. It's kind of difficult to unscrew this one because the grip gets in the way, but not that bad. Another screw right there by the trigger. This one's kind of annoying to take off. And there is one more right there, right above the regulator. Different Allen key for that one. Here it goes. So now this part comes off right there. One more screw right there. That comes right off. Slide the 9 volts thing right off there. And you can just take the trigger off by that screw right there. Trigger comes right out. Now we have all this right here, so where to start? I'll take the eye cover off right now. Come on. Eye cover and detent right there. See, next we can take the board off. Okay, then we have to just take a tiny Allen key, lift up the eyes, take them out. There we go, those just come right out. Other side. Slide this one out. Come on. Come on. There it is. Okay. There's the board. Trigger. See, next, yeah, we can just, there, that comes right out. And there it is. Well, you can take the feed neck off too, just yank that off. But yeah, there it is, completely disassembled. You can just wash all of this off with water, grease up the O-rings. And yeah, there it is, completely disassembled. Just gonna reassemble it right now. Completely, pretty much just complete opposite, aside from the eyes, which can get a little annoying. But so put the eyes back in. You just gotta turn that sideways. Insert one right there. Now this can be a little irritating to put back in. I might fast forward through this a bit. There you go, right in there. Other eye. Turn this part around inside of it. There we go, there's the eye. Slide that back completely in there. Make sure the eyes are nice and pressed in there. I want to put the eye cover on next to hold those in. Let's see. This, oh, wrong one. No. Oh, there it is. Just put that. Come on, what are you doing? Magnetic. What's it doing? Okay. Let's put that in there. Screw it in. Don't want to over tighten any of these. Just make sure they're tight enough to hold it on. Other side. Oh, screw came out. Where is it? There it is. Just slide that in there. You can take those screws out. Okay, next gonna put the board back on there. other screw right there. Let's see. I guess we can just put this back. Oh, trigger first. Gotta put the trigger back in there. Slide that in there. Line up the screw hole. Triggers back in there. Next, put the top back onto the grip frame. Just slide battery connector down into the grip through this little hole right here. Come on. Get in there. There it is. There it is. Okay. Just hold this sideways. You can screw this back in there. Still makes sense. Still in key. No, there we go. That's on. Slide all this on there. It's on. Take this little screw right there. Put it in there. Sure it's tight enough. Don't want body falling off the grip frame. Other two screws right there. Make sure you have this one lined up nice. One more screw. Bigger Allen key. Okay, now we can put the bolt back in. Don't need an Allen key to tighten that. It'll hold just fine. Put the battery back on. Now it's easier. Put the battery on. put one side of the grip on first, so we can hold the battery in from one side. Take one of these screws right there. One more. I can just lift this up, coil up the wires a bit right in there, and push it in there. Put the other side of the grip down. The screw in right there. And there we go, just like new. Okay, now, the reason I made this video is I see a lot of new players that get markers like this, but they're afraid to completely take it apart to clean it. So it ends up getting stuffed with the paint, they chop paint, and then they get angry at the marker. So, if I make a complete disassembly video, maybe we'll be willing to take it apart, clean it out, without worrying about breaking it. So, I hope this helps.